Hello, everybody. It is Sarah, the founder of the Live Like Roof Foundation. Happy New Year, everybody. Huge thank you to everybody that donated for our $50,000 match and people that donate every day, our monthly donors, people that are there every time I post an animal that needs help. It means so much to us. Number one, to have the original $50,000 donor, an angel, basically commit to that. And I cried when she called me. But then to be able to raise that much money from our supporters and not just our normal supporters, it reached so many people because you shared, because you commented, because you liked. So I can't thank you enough. It truly is life changing for so many people. And some people have been waiting for months for help from us. So, we're going to be able to change a lot of lives in the next few months. But not only that, the fund is actually for dogs coming out of Chicago Animal Care and Control, Waukegan Animal Control, Blue Island Police Animal Control, any of the animal controls where a dog has, or a cat, or whatever, an alligator has a mass. We can commit to that animal while it's in the shelter and say, hey, even if this isn't cancer, you can get that mass tested. And if it ends up being cancer, then we follow that dog along in rescue. So, or if a rescue takes an animal out of one of the animal control facilities and realizes, oh man, this animal has a mass, they can then lean on us for support. So, really, it's about supporting our community. There is a shelter crisis still. There's tons of strays because people can't um, afford animals anymore, or their new place of housing, an apartment might say you can't have a certain breed, and these people are stuck. It's really sad. And we saw during the pandemic, and people in rescue kind of knew this was going to happen, but a lot of people adopted. There were empty shelters. I remember seeing empty cages, but now we're in this really crisis mode. So the donor, the angel donor, is really committed to Chicagoland animals and really wants that money to go there, and that's what we're going to focus on. Obviously, we had a huge Giving Tuesday, so we have funds for animals, which is great. Anyway, if you see me, we're telling a story today. So let me bring in our guests. If I can. Okay, there we go. Hello, Vanessa, Carlos, and
Hi.
Harvey, sweet boy.
Over here.
Did he have down? I could show a picture because I had those pictures. Oh, so yeah, here he is. Harvey.
Yeah.
There he is. So Vanessa, I know you have a long history with him because you've had him since you were a puppy. Oh, since he was a puppy, and he's now 11 years old. So when you reached out, your story really struck me of somebody that will literally do anything for their animal, and those are the kind of people that we love. So just tell me what's going on and kind of your past with him.
Yeah, so I got Harvey when he was 3 months old with my my prior relationship with my ex-husband, and he's been through everything with me. I've had him except 3 months old. He basically was my baby. I used to carry him like a baby. He's like attached to me to the hip. Anywhere I go, he's there. If I walk away for 2 seconds, he follows. He's my little shadow as he's back here. But during my separation with my ex-husband, I actually fought for him in court to get him full custody of him. And so now he's officially just mine because he's always been so attached to me. So we recently found out that he had like a little mass in his mouth, and we didn't know what it was because it kind of happened overnight. He struck it somehow and he started bleeding, and we started freaking out because I saw it was like a really big mass, and I was like, what is that? That wasn't there the night before. So we took him to a vet urgent care clinic in Libertyville, and that's when they told us that unfortunately he has a tumor in his mouth. And as soon as I heard those words, I started bawling. I didn't know what to do. My fiance Carlos literally had to take over for me because I was just a hot mess. And at that point, they're like, well, how old is he? Because he acts like he's young. I was like, well, he's 11 years old, which is what scares me even more because he's been through my divorce process with me where he was there. And then I had a health issue where I lost a child, and he basically, like, I went in depression. He took that spot and he brought me back. Him along with Carlos brought me back. So he just means the world to me. So as soon as they told me he has a tumor, my whole world ended. And so unfortunately, like, it needs to get taken out as soon as possible. We just recently got engaged in October, and we were obviously in the excitement of planning the wedding. And with what's going on with him, we know it's going to be a very expensive surgery. We decided that for the moment, we're going to put the wedding on pause because he comes first. So, and that's where we're at now. We have a doctor appointment for him on Friday with a specialist this week. We know it's going to be on the pricier side because of the fact that it's a specialist, but I wanted the best care that I could give him and get for him. So I know I'm getting emotional. I'm sorry. But yeah,
No.
so that's where we are now.
Yeah, understandable. I mean, you've literally done everything possible for him because of what he's done for you, which I think, it speaks volumes. You can tell how much you love him, and congratulations on your engagement, but it's so hard to have to put off, kind of planning the wedding, and you have upfront costs that go into that. So we definitely want to help you with expenses going forward. Yeah, so let's get him into the vet and we'll pay. How about it?
Yes.
That'd be amazing.
Yes. Like, that any little help, like a lot of our friends and family, like, he was so sweet. He went and made a GoFundMe for Harvey, and he's like, babe, I hope you don't mind. He's like, is it okay? Oh, there he is with my nieces, 2 of them. I was like, of course. I'm like, that's super generous of you. Like, you don't have to. Like, he took both of us in, not just me. He knew I came with a Harvey. So the birthday cake that we made him.
Yeah.
So yeah, so a lot of our friends and family have actually helped out. Like, we were able to raise $150, which is on the medication alone, because unfortunately that mass ended up getting infected. So we had to put him on antibiotics, which he still has to be on before the surgery. But just the medication alone is like $200. So I was like, okay. I was like, all right, what we could do. But we'll do it. Yeah. We'll do it for him.
Yeah, I know you will. I know. You definitely have proven that. But you can send me the old bills too. I can at least look at those and we can try to help you guys. But I figured in the new year, let's try to help somebody and surprise you guys with paying for these bills going forward. So, the removal, the testing, any diagnostics, and then follow-up that you need, we got you, no problem.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're okay.
I'm so sorry.
Never apologize. It's all good.